Welcome back to the Knickknack Review. I am your host, Clinton Knickknack, and today we're looking at What If, Episode 4. Let's get started. So in this episode of What If, we get the question, what if Doctor Strange lost his girlfriend, Christine, instead of his hands? The difference in this episode, she's actually in the car with him when he gets in the accident, and she basically dies. So one question I have for you, Marvel, you don't think you pulled on our heartstrings enough for the past 12 years? This wasn't enough for you? This wasn't enough for you? And this wasn't enough for you? Come on, how much more can we really take at this point? This episode teaches us that no matter what we do, no matter how hard we try, we cannot change fate. If it's meant to be, then it's meant to be. After Doctor Strange loses Christine in the car accident, he tries time after time to change it. But look, I've seen Final Destination more than once, so I kind of know how that crap works. He ends up traveling to another sorcerer who actually is capable of changing an absolute in time. And so he's going through all of these books and he's doing his studying like he did in the first movie. And he ends up the ability to be able to absorb these really monstrous beings and everything and getting their powers. And it was kind of like Jet Li in the One, where it's like, oh, I'm going to kill my variant version so I can gain their power and become the One. And it kind of got a little bit crazy at that moment. Yeah. He basically seeks to become so powerful that he can cheat death and actually either resurrect Christine or actually stop her from dying completely. Now, it is later revealed that when the Ancient One found out what he was going to do, she actually attacked him, and we thought she was attacking him, but she split him into two different time realities. So one reality, we see him trying to save Christine, and then he goes off the deep end and does all the things that, like absorbing all those powerful beings, and it turns him in basically to an alternate dark Stephen Strange. You see him all evil with like the cape looking like Dracula because he doesn't get the cape like he normally had it. It's like a completely different one, so it's all pointy, and I'm like, oh my god, he's gonna go to a goth concert, or he's gonna start sucking blood or something. I don't know what's gonna happen. And then on this side you get the normal Doctor Strange, whereas before he actually begins that particular quest, he goes, oh well, you know what, I better not. So you have these two alternate Doctor Strange, and they eventually meet, clash, and oh my god, it destroys the entire universe. There's even one scene where you have the evil Doctor Strange. He's literally watching the universe around him crumble and basically cave in on him, and he's trying to stop it. And he literally looks to his left or the right, whatever, and he sees the Watcher watching him. And that's the first time any character in this show has actually acknowledged the Watcher, because obviously we normally wouldn't see him, but Doctor Strange, being who he is, the Sorcerer Supreme, he can actually see the Watcher. He sees him and he's like, help me, I know you're like a god-like being, help me do this. And he's like, I can't interfere, you brought this upon yourself, blah blah blah, and basically like kind of telling him off. And then he just disappears, and Strange, it just caves in on him. And him and Christine are like in this protective energy bubble, and you see him, like she actually comes back to life, he holds her, and then it's like she just melts away. But like, it's not like in the melting plastic way. It's like every time she melted, it was like darkness. Darkness was just coming over her, and that was it. The universe was gone. So this episode actually hit really different, because this one actually deals with something we can all relate to. What if we can change a particular outcome in our life that was really significant? What if we can bring a loved one back? What if we can save that particular person? What if we can change that particular event? But what this episode teaches us, again, is that fate is going to happen no matter what. We can't change what is going to be. And once again, we hear some great familiar voices. Benedict Cumberbatch actually voicing Doctor Strange once again, and the evil Doctor Strange. I'm not sure if Rachel McAdams came back. I did not actually look it up, and it did sound like her, but I mean, I know how some of these voice actors do a really good job at mimicking these actors, so whoever they picked, spot on. Of course, you have Wong back as Wong, and I forget how you say her name, Tilda or whatever, I'm not sure, so forgive me, but you have the Ancient One back as her character. All in all, it was a great episode, and this was the actual first episode that I could think of that actually affects the entire universe versus just like one particular event in time. Like I've said before, each episode of this show just gets better and better. All of these Disney Plus shows, they know exactly what they want, they know exactly what they're doing, and they know exactly how to execute it, and they keep our interest. So bravo, Disney Plus, bravo, Marvel, you're doing a great job. Keep it up. Well, that about does it for me, guys. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of this episode. Also, let me know what you'd like to see in the next episode of What If. And while you're there, don't forget to, well, you know what to do. As always, I'm Clinton Knickknack, and I will see you on the next one.